This video is going to be my build video for my budget retro XM177E2 pistol build because we're 1 inch short on a barrel length as is, so it's got to be a pistol build. Now before we get into it, if you like the content, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you could, become a member and help support the channel. Alright. Now, like I made a bunch of videos about retro guns, and like I said, if you're interested in them, they are quite expensive. Okay? And you always ask the question, how retro do you want to go? Now, what I did is most of it is not period correct, okay? Because if you want to period correct, you would go with the grayish finish on the H&R line, also on the lower and everything else. And also there's a few things about this that are not correct, and I'll kind of go over them. But let's go over why I'm calling it a budget build. If you go to PSA and get any of the pistol versions, which the stock they put on there is identical to this, except it's 2 positions instead of 6. And they're gray, some are black, okay, and they have this long flash hider. You can get them like a A2 birdcage, and there'll be like 50 units less for that when you start putting this elongated false tube on there. That adds like another half a C-note or 50 units to the price of the gun. But the cost of this altogether, and that's, we're talking sales tax, transfer fees, and the whole 9 yards, come out to the penny. 798.4 units, okay, for the whole build here. Now, compared to anything that PSA is selling in the H&R line, the lowest is 9.5 units for a blem in black, okay, but you got to remember that's not including shipping, handling, everything, and sales tax. So if you put the shipping, handling, and everything in there, and the sales tax, it's going to be well over 1K. And a lot of their pistols that are gray in that, they have a sticker value of 1.1K or 1K and half a C-note. Okay, so, and you figure, like I said, my rule of thumb, of course, with the sales tax, that's what's it's gonna be more than 50 units. It's gonna be close to like 80 to get it sent to you, and then the transfer fees, are $20, $25. So it's gonna be well over a K to get this. So, bottom line, at 800 units, this is kind of on a budget. Granted, you can get something like this, a pistol like this, more of an A4 style with a detachable carry handle, the same barrel length with a birdcage flash hider, and probably the same PSA lower. You can buy one. PSA has them for 550 units. So you're looking at, for not having the retro features on there, that's what you're looking at, six bills. So you can get something really neat looking just like this for less money. It depends how retro you are. See, I'm in this retro thing, and that's what's kind of adding a little cost. And what that would be is that this is a chrome line pencil barrel. That other little pistol probably has a bit heavier barrel on it. Same length, but it isn't going to be exactly like this. This is kind of the plus on there. And this is not pinned and welded, so this must be a pistol build. So now what we're going to do and I'll go over this since 'cause I just made the video on this. This is just a basic AR lower, stealth lower with an A2 pistol grip, which is not period correct for the retro build. But this was a good budget priced firearm. You got the full fence on there. I could replace that with an A1 grip and kind of get more retro. And this pistol brace looks like the Colt folding stock, but it is not. It has the shape of it. This is 6 position. If you get an H&R, it'll be 2 position like the originals. And it's the same identical brace, and it has a little spot there to put a quick disconnect sling mount on it, and plus you have the little slots on there like these carbines did to mount your slings either here or here, So that's how I did it. Save some cash, and even though it's not 100% retro, like I said, the upper's got, instead of a 1 in 12, it's got a 1 in 7 chrome line barrel. And that's also how I shaved a few hundred off this. If I went with a 1 in 12, which they don't have, if I wanted a 1 in 12 in that, their sticker price on it would have added about another, 200 units to this build. So PSA, probably for retros and parts, PSA is the place to go. Alright, so now we're going to do the magic and do the build, but I can't show it to you on YouTube. And voila, there we are, our pistol build. Probably one of the easiest ones. Complete upper, complete lower, assemble them, and you're done. So there we have it. I'm kind of happy with it. And again, like I said, I did this on a budget level. And we'll take it out and shoot. Let me go. I'm going to change the camera angle, let you guys look at it a bit more closely. Alright, let's take a closer look at it. Come out real good. It's nice looking. The visual effect is there, without getting really deep into the retro. And like I said, this barrel is just 1 inch shy of being rifle length. So even if you pinned and welded this, it's no good. It's still a pistol. Now the overall length of this with the brace collapsed is exactly 30 inches long. Alright, and like I said, I may change that to an A1 grip. Nothing too serious, but everything else I'm going to leave alone. Because this is a pistol, I got the type of brace that looks like a carbine lower, so it gives it the look without having to register this as a short barrel rifle. And again, the long tube fake suppressor thing here gives it that really cool factor. We have A1 sights, and that is a non-F marked front. The delta ring is a little bit more on the modern side, and standard A1 rear sight. And again, this one is all in black. That's all I could get. I would like to have one in the gray, but is it really worth the extra money? Now we'll take a look at it from the other side. Standard controls. You know, you got your stealth lower, so none of the correct markings. But still, you know, when you take it out and shoot it, it's going to look just as cool with or without the markings. You know, like I said, it depends how retro you wish to get. That was about the quickest build video I've ever done on YouTube. More of a assembly than a build. But this is a cool looking gun. We added a 20 round Brownells retro mag. That's period correct. Like I said. And this does fit into my retro collection. This is kind of a, even though it's not 100% in the retro, but it does fill a gap in the lineup. So when I start talking about the development of the AR-15, M16 family of guns, this does fit a hole in the earlier style weapons. Okay, the first attempt at carbines, and not too bad. I like it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know how long it's going to be till I get out and try to test fire this. The weather's going to take a turn for the worse for me. So, but stay tuned, and it should be a lot of fun. Alright, thank you.